been waiting for and I like this one for all of my life. Surrounded by the possibility of lightning striking you and me. This kiss couldn't be more perfect. We've only scratched the surface.
Joining us right now is Becci Nethery, and she has a brand new single off her Beautiful Life EP. It's called In the Middle of This. Welcome, Becci, and congratulations on the new single.
Thanks so much. It's good to talk to you guys again.
It's been a little while, hasn't it? But what I want to talk to you, before we get on to talking about the single, we've been following you on Facebook, as I'm sure many of our listeners do. And I just wanted to bring up, before we got too far into the single, you've been doing some work with James Blundell. How exciting was that, and how did that come about?
Oh, that was, honestly, such a fangirl moment. My 12-year-old self was screaming about that. We did a couple shows together 3 years ago, I think. I just opened a couple of his shows while he was around Queensland. And luckily, we got to work together again just a few months ago at the Innisfail Festival, Feast of the Senses Festival, which is like a food festival where they show all the things that they grow and have like a really big celebration. I actually don't know who decided to put us there together, but I'm so glad that they did because we had such a good weekend. We got to go out and do some workshops at the school about songwriting and performing and stuff. We got to hang around the festival and do the judging for the Talent Quest, and we also got to have a bit of a jam and then play a set together on stage, which is super exciting. Mm-hmm. He's actually such a lovely bloke, and his son was there as well, and they're both really lovely, talented people.
Now, you're talking about you were sitting around doing some songwriting sessions for other people. Is that something that you're looking at, maybe co-writing and songwriting? Would James be someone that would come to mind to co-write with?
I would love to co-write with him. I think he's such a spectacular writer. If the opportunity ever arose, I would be more than happy to do some songs with him.
Any future plans with James or any other artists that you've got, like when you're touring or anything like that?
I haven't got any plans, no. My plans right now are centred around recording and stuff. So I'm working on a new album, and I've been doing heaps of writing leading up to that. So I've gotten to write with some really wonderful artists, but I'm not doing any shows. I haven't got anything planned at the moment.
It's one of those things for our young artists to balance and juggle the work and also what they're doing with their next music. Tell us about how you manage that balance.
It's definitely been a big job, kind of working up to this new album that I'm working on. I think it's been about 3 years since I released Beautiful Life. It's taken all this time to get that balance. One of the big factors was that I really wanted to make sure that the ones that go onto this new album are originals and co-writes. I didn't particularly want to be recording other people's songs the way that I had been in the past. And so all of that writing, it took ages. It took lots and lots of time. And we're finally coming to the good part, where we start to put everything down. But yeah, it takes a lot of juggling between normal work and music work and making sure you put aside money for albums and things like that. It's a big thing.
Now tell us about the song In the Middle of This. What's it all about and how did it come about?
So In the Middle of This actually isn't one of the ones that I wrote off the album. It's someone else's song, but I loved this song. The second we heard it, we had to put it on. It actually came on quite late in the recording process, but it had to be on there. There could be awful things happening around you, and it's just like a simple love song. It's like we're going to focus on this good stuff that we've got in the middle of all this craziness, like we've got us, and I just really liked that. I thought that was so cute.
As you said, Beautiful Life is the name of the album. It's been around for a little while. If people haven't got a copy yet, they can do it by visiting Becci's websites or also all of the digital platforms out there. This single this week, In the Middle of This, is sitting at number 9. So congratulations to that. Becci, we look forward to the new music coming out in the near future, and we'll book a time with you to catch up as soon as you do that, hey?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to chat to you guys again.
Well, let's play this one right now. It's Becci Nethery's brand newie, and it is In the Middle of This.
Tonight we're right where we need to be. Only you and me, nothing in between. I wanna find out right now just how good love can get. Right here in the middle